I moved into the Center of Hope paid rooms December 1st, 2018. Got myself in a position where I pretty much had nowhere else to go.
I needed somewhat of a decent start, so I ended up in the Salvation of Center Hope.
My story comes from the fact that my mother died when she was more than 100 years old. I was unable to pay the rent at that time, and so I felt I had nowhere else to go.
Housing is extremely limited in London. That's why I'm still here, unfortunately. I'm fortunate that it's here, but it's not actually where I want to be. I'd rather have an apartment.
The only other housing options were the other shelters and shared accommodations.
In the dorms, it is every man for himself.
You have no privacy, you lose all of that.
You got like 6 guys, doesn't matter if you get along or not, you're stuck in the same room. To me, that's not very conducive to good behavior or a good environment for people.
Then in a 4-man dorm, you know, you're basically inundated with other people's problems and what they want from you, and the temptation for narcotics is, you know, you know, you haven't got a chance, I don't think, really.
This place up here provides you with all that stuff goes away.
When I first got my private room, I was counting the days. Unfortunately, the day I moved in, I broke my ankle, but I was still happy. I was just so happy. The first night I got up, I went to walk out the door to go to the bathroom, and I said, "Where the heck are you going? You have your own bathroom." It was just amazing.
To me, I built back my sanity after it was about 3 months that I stayed in a dorm. And so when I was able to have my private room, I felt I had my dignity back as well.
Having private rooms in shelters where people can de-stream themselves from all the others, they can start to think about where they want to go and what they want to do, you know, or even begin to have those types of thoughts.
The time to be able to gather your own thoughts to get away, because there is a number of people here and just somewhere to be, and it's just getting your own head, and that's what we kind of need here.
I really needed some privacy and time just to experience what I had just gone through, get into a point of where am I at mentally, where am I at physically, so that I could build a life back up again for me.
In the private rooms, it's just a whole different atmosphere. Everybody just communicates with each other, helps each other. If someone's disabled, you go to the store, you do whatever you can to help each other.
For younger people, I think there's a lot of appealing living communally, whereas before they were probably drastically isolated or perhaps, you know, living in fear or under the thumb of somebody.
I absolutely feel there's a sense of community here. We're like a family. And everybody treats everybody, for the most part, with respect that they don't get elsewhere. So you know, we make friends here that we wouldn't normally be able to make friends because we're all the same. Everybody's the same.
So nilikuwa naishi mie peke fasi na sina watu, nilikuwa najisikia mbaya sana. So ninasikia kupenda kuishi hapo because niko naona watu saa yote.
You know, you could get a whole bunch of these rooms and then they're gonna rent them. You know, some people only have $100 left after they pay for their room for the whole month, you know, and soap and tampons and toilet paper and that's gone. So they'd rather keep the whole 300, right? Because that's what I don't understand too. Sorry to put this in here, but it's why I'm having trouble answering the question. I get $825 a month and they take $500 in my allowance from, like, my housing allowance through OW is only 3 something. So how can they charge more than OW even gives you for housing? Like that. So, and that's, everybody looks at it the same way. Like, they only give me $375 for housing and this is $525. Nope. I'm not gonna have you looking through my bags for that kind of money.
I mean, we gotta go with how things go. The rules get rewrote, the book gets rewrote. You get, okay, now we can stay for months on end. Before it was 31 days. Okay, it used to be private rooms, now it's rehab. You know, we gotta go with however it gets changed, you know. So we have no say in the matter, really. It gets, if we don't really, it's gonna get done, it's gonna get done.
This place is only here to provide you with a little bit of help to get you through. It's up to you to kind of figure the rest out, but they're there to help you if you want it. So if you do end up in a shelter, take advantage of all the help. It's the only way you're going to get out. If you don't, you just might end up being in there a little bit longer than you want to.
Once you come here, there's an energy that makes you feel like you want to get your life together, and it makes you feel like prioritizing the things in your life that you need to prioritize. So it's giving me like more energy and more motivation to actually try my best to get my life together. Especially me, since I'm going to school right now, I have a place where I can really study and really think about the next things I want to do in my life.
You're more able to if you're job searching or trying to do certain things, you can do. You got your own space.
This place has provided me the single rooms with the whole feeling of I can, you know, I'm gonna get somewhere. I'm gonna make a fresh start and get somewhere.
Compared to the last year, I feel more able to address those life challenges because my life's been sort of topsy-turvy with health issues and everything, and now it's getting much more stable and grounded, and I'm more on schedule.
I feel a lot healthier now that I moved in here because I'm eating 3 meals a day. And where I was before, I only ate if I decided I was going to cook something. Okay? Totally neglected it. So actually, yes, I am healthier.
I'm here for a second year just to sort of solidify my sobriety, which has been going well with methadone treatment, I should say.
Kama watu wanapenda usaidizi, wakikuja hapa tu, usaidizi iko.
I feel like it hasn't been a horrible experience for me personally. Not my finest hours, mind you, but I've gotten a lot more help than I've ever gotten in my entire life with the things that I struggle with.
Probably even anybody out there wants to have some type of place in society where they're not just sort of an open hand and you know, as much as they might enjoy the time and whatnot, it's, you know, the self-worth comes into play there. And I think I've got a lot to give back at some point, you know, or at least just not continue in my problems, you know.
I think I'll live here for a few more months, maybe at the most. This is basically a stepping stone for me. They provided a good start for me coming here.
Private rooms should be available in every shelter that's out there because there are so many of people like myself that are in my position, and if they're just out there, there's nothing left for them. Ever since I got the private room, it's just, you start to feel more relaxed. It's a big step for anybody, but it's a very important step.